Hello, welcome. Today is a good day. I received in the mail this Enzo Necker knife kit, which comes with these ivory G10 scales. It comes with a pin and with this lanyard, with this tube for lanyard hole. Both are copper and they're sized to fit the knife like so, but that to me looked a bit dull, so I'm going to put some red liners, red liners. The other benefit that will give me is it will widen the handle a bit more, and it would allow me to kind of round off and contour a bit on the handle. And it should also increase the grip force and comfort in terms of ergonomy. So when I do that, this pin and collar will not fit anymore, so that will become redundant. This will fit, and it already has grooves, factory grooves, which will aid in gluing this in, and we will be gluing the scales on. And I will also have prepared this mosaic pin. There we go, mosaic pin, and it'll look quite nice once that gets polished off. And then the kit comes with this beautiful leather sheath, and I do mean beautiful, it's very nice. Has this hole where you can wear it as a neck knife around your neck with a lanyard, or you can wear it on your belt. It is made with very thick full grain leather, and it does have two layers, protective layers, not one but two, so that makes it rather thick. And it will, I've checked, and it will accommodate the thickened handle. It might be a tighter squeeze, but I don't mind that. I do actually prefer the sheaths to hold my knives in, but this is a beautiful little kit. I already prefer these to the Enzo that I have, like a factory neck knife, necker knife or neck knife. The SE Zula 2, which I've done a review on, and I really don't enjoy it, but this one, I think this is beautiful. It is 12C27 stainless steel. It is done by Enzo, though, heat treated and everything, so I do trust Enzo. I have their products before. Now, if you are a subscriber to my channel, you will know that I do like the Finnish style, the Scandinavian style knives, and I've made a few myself. And this is the from Thompson knives. I also have a build video on this, but that's the final shape that I ended up with. I absolutely love it. So this is probably the best, if not, or one of the best, if not the best handle on a knife that I have. And besides this Enzo, let me quickly, so what I've done here is I've drawn out some additional these red scales, the liners. This is out of G10, 1.5 millimeters, and it will look way more attractive with these thick red liners, I think. So I'll cut this off. I will glue this. No point in recording all that and wasting your time, but I will be using the 3M very good epoxy that I have for automotive use, actually. but it's stronger than your usual off-the-shelf epoxy. So I'll be gluing this on, then shaping, grinding the excess off, drilling this, and then gluing that onto here. But I will try to throw in some shots, some video footage of different stages as we progress. Aside from that, what I'm really excited about, in addition to the Enzo, is this Puronvarsi Puukos that I received. Very cool projects, especially this one. It's a huge, thick Puukko hunting skinning knife. We have 4.8 millimeters here, and at the tip 3.6, and it tapers down. So this is a very interesting design and shape format. I don't have a knife that is, for example, such a high Scandi that is thick here, and then usually they're of the same thickness. So it's a very interesting project that I will build these two knives, and of course you will be able to see the build videos, so stay tuned. So at this stage I have glued the scales on with these additional red liners, glue epoxied the pins and the lanyard hole. This comes with the kit. There was a screw here, but because I added 3 millimeters with these red liners, that's the not screw, sorry, there was a pin and collar system here, which I couldn't use anymore, so I used this mosaic pin. And because the ends are flared out on that pin and collar system, I had to fill out that void somehow, and I used some color in blue color in epoxy. And so when I grind these down level, there should be a nice round blue circle surrounding the mosaic pin. So back to the grinder, I will grind this down, then I can start rounding off the handle as it fits my hand best. And also I have contoured this area in the middle, because here I know where I can drill holes exactly. This is hollowed out on the handle on the tang. Okay, so after a lot of drilling and gluing and then sanding, this is the end result that I ended up with. So let me bring in close. There we go. All of this is loomed. I mean, these two are loomed actually. Obviously the mosaic pin is not loomed, and neither is that blue circle around. Let me quickly show you the loom. There we go. So both sides are now filled with loomed glue. We have 1.5 millimeter liners on each side, so totaling 3 millimeters, which is how much we have widened the handle. But then I've sanded some of the white G10 down, so it is now quite comfortable to grip, and I think it has increased the comfort level. The thickest point is now 16 point, yeah, almost 17 millimeters in the thickest point, and it would have been 3 millimeters narrower than that. Another thing that I've added is this tiny sharpening choil there. That helps with sharpening, so that you avoid hitting this area with your sharpening stone. What I've noticed is that the edge is not all the way flat. It went out a little bit here. I mean, if you can see against maybe a straight line, that tip goes up a bit, and it was even higher, reaching this finger guard. So it is not sharpened exactly, it is not sharpened to an exact flat line here, and it was not, it was unsharpened at the very edge, about 2 millimeters. It was just blunt, and that's another thing I don't like. Now I will sharpen this so that there is a straight line. I'll have to take away some material from the very edge of the blade there. I've stropped the knife. I have not sharpened it. I've just dropped it on a leather strop. For the sheath, I have wet molded first, and then I put a lot of leather conditioner on it, several layers, and then put it on a radiator heater, so, you know, slow heater, to dry out the leather, but I was adding leather conditioner at the same time. The retention is quite good in the sheath, no issues. I would have liked the sheath to have an option of a vertical carry, but we don't have that here. Sorry, horizontal carry, like a scout carry, because it is a smaller knife, and I like to carry my smaller belt knives, smaller fixed blade belt knives. I do like to carry horizontally rather than vertically. There we go. What I've done here is just some glow powder, luminescent powder mixed with glue, and some copper dust, not copper, bronze filings, stuff that I filed off on another puko that I'm, you know, a guard, getting it out of brass guard. So I was grinding away on that brass, and I collected the dust. Okay, quick test on how this works on wood. I'm just going to try to make some feather sticks. I won't be batoning the knife or anything. This is a Scandi grind, and as expected, it is doing quite well with feathers. Okay, consistent. Now I can tell, as I expected this to be the case, I usually prefer for this area of the knife to be wider than the butt, the front area of the handle, because this forms a larger circle than on the lower, because that's not how you hold the knife, right? You hold it like this, so there's a bigger circle here than here, and it's just unnatural. This would have been a stronger grip. Same applies to the SE Isula 2. I much prefer such a grip for the blade to be in the front, but to have a wider grip on the front area. Anyway, so when I'm holding the knife, I do feel some discomfort. As you can see, I can move this around easy, right? And so it's not as secure. You have to pinch your hold much more than you would have to if the handle was wider, like a traditional puko. But from what I can see, it does feather stick quite well. I don't know about the edge retention, because that will depend on the heat treatment. The steel is 12C27, so it's not a bad steel for stainless steel. It's not a super steel, but it's not a bad steel. but heat treatment is what will determine how the knife holds an edge, so I'll have to test it more to be able to make any judgment on that. Okay, so this one's a definite keeper. I mean, it's still shaving. If I did something similar with the SE Zula 2, which is 1095 but very badly tempered steel, it's very soft edge, it wouldn't be shaving sharp after even something like this, as I've done a review of the Zula 2, you can check that out. But for a small knife and for the type of tasks that you would be putting this Enzo to, I think it's a beautiful option. It does allow, because it comes to you as a kit which you have to finish off, you can glue it, you can do without gluing because it comes with a screw actually, and so and this lanyard tube also has pretty good retention, and it's not necessary for you to glue on the knife, but I did because I like to toughen up my gear and my tools as much as I can. Yeah, I think it's a good option. You can find this on Amazon, on eBay. As I said, I purchased this in a lot with different blades along with this, 3 blades in total, for a very good price. But for whatever Enzo is charging for this knife, I think it is a good option, considering other competitive options on the market. It's priced quite well. Enzo in general is very impressive quality, consistency. They have good QC, so it's a trustworthy company. If you like the steel, I don't know, but they probably do make it in another steel maybe. But if you like the steel and the design visual of the knife, it's a good option. Okay, thank you much. Stay tuned. I have other knives that I will be building and reviewing in the next videos, so stay tuned. Give this video a like and have a good one. Thank you.